Hi, everyone. Welcome to Medical Eye, a YouTube channel focused on social/ethical issues in the medical field. Last year, we focused towards the student discussions and engagement with other teens interested in the medical field. If you're interested in being featured in a video or want to be part of the team, it looks great on college apps and for hands-on experience with a student organization. Go ahead and click in the link in the description below for more info. Now let's get into it. You get to see more of my face in the corner right here. It'll be easier to talk instead of editing the audio and all that. Also, if you can't understand me, go to the three dots next to the YouTube video, next to the like button and save to playlist, etc. buttons, and then click open transcript, which gives you detailed subtitles word for word on what I'm saying. Now let's get started. So the video breakdown will be by first introducing the college, its popular major, and most likely going to be pre-med, pre-health majors, then going on to the courses provided with a list provided and links to the articles I've researched from. There isn't a rank from best school, worst school for pre-med students, but just a general list of colleges you may consider applying to as a pre-med. We'll start off with the UCs since I'm from LA. So UCLA is infamous for their pre-med programs, especially their nursing schools. Their admissions page quotes that their alumni are doctors, scientists, researchers, and politicians who just didn't get a degree but changed the world. UCLA is the highest ranked public university in the nation, with the purpose of students being part of an academic culture which also values public service. It is the most applied to university in the country. This is with the most popular majors applied to that are biology, psychology, psychobiology. Since those are pre-med and pre-health majors, you can tell that the school is highly selective. The courses that are offered are listed here. You can see as you scroll down, you can see a lot of different requirements that you might have when you go to this institution. You can pause the video, and the major course list will also be under the school name in the video description, and I'll have those links where you can access those resources that I'm screen recording in the video. So I know that the nursing program at UCLA School of Nursing, is of interest with students going into pre-med or pre-health, whoever has researched about UCLA, and the school offers 5 programs, which are the Bachelor's of Science, a pre-licensure program for undergraduate study, Master's Entry Clinical Nurse for individuals in baccalaureate degree or in other disciplines who are interested in careers in nursing, Advanced Practice for nurses with a bachelor's degree in nursing, also a PhD program for individuals who wish to pursue a research trajectory, and Doctor of Nursing practice. There's education provided in the classroom, such as lectures and in practical settings. The curriculum is designed for students to learn how to tend to the needs of a diverse population, such as Los Angeles. So there are also research opportunities where you get trained with the patient's bedside, pediatrics, geriatrics, analyzing prevention and causes, analyzing groundbreaking advances driven by nursing research, etc. Research is within the core of their mission and as an investment to the education of their students. The school also provides students with the opportunity to work with patients in a variety of clinical settings, especially the Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center, a technologically advanced hospital with 520 private rooms and numerous specialty clinics. So you will get a lot of hands-on learning and a lot of clinical practice if you are part of the program. And you can read about UCLA's nursing school and UCLA's pre-med track with the links in the description below under the headline UCLA. And we're going to move on to UC Berkeley. So as a pre-health or pre-med major, you have a lot of options to choose from. There is no preferred pre-med major when you're going into UC Berkeley for pre-med studies. Many students with majors in social sciences, humanities, chemistry, engineering, etc. are accepted into med school from Berkeley. You can specialize in different specializations of biology. For example, there's environmental biology, cell biology, etc. When any undergraduate major is acceptable, you must still fulfill the following requirements to prepare for med school, which are 2 years of chemistry, general, and organic with lab. You could also find those courses at your local community college and transfer that through the UC transfer system. And I'll get into more of that later on. 1 year of physics with lab, also you can find that in a community college, and at least 1 year of general biology with lab. And that's also, you could find that in a community college. And I think that's a little bit of a cheaper option if you're looking to save money on tuition, and you could just transfer those credits to the institution such as Berkeley. And when applying to med school, some other requirements include calculus and other college level mathematics and some English classes that you might take. And those English classes, they might be different for every other institution. I know that high school English classes are not equivalent to college level English classes. So you might have to talk to your college counselor at that specific institution in order to find out what English classes you might need to take. And also biological science and/or biochemistry. With biological science and biochemistry, you also need to talk with your counselor to see which classes you might need to take in that specialization, depending on your career track. And Berkeley encourages students to find volunteer work, and you could actively engage in pursuits that support your interests and talents and demonstrate strong leadership skills. You could do community service projects, you could go into the arts, and you could also go into Berkeley athletics. Berkeley even has a career center to help prepare those to apply for medical school and other health professional programs. They provide a letter of recommendation services, hold workshops on preparing and applying for medical and health-related programs, and facilitate recruitment visits with representatives from graduate and professional schools. Through the guide linked in the description, you can find out more on how Berkeley can get you into a great medical school. Below are some of the courses that come in a really colorful infographic. Separated by semesters. There's a lot of different classes that you might need to be taking, but you should also talk to the counselors they have in the Career Center in order to figure out which classes serve right for your specialization, how you can get into your preferred med school, etc. All of the links are in the description under the headline UC Berkeley if you ever want to find them. I'm sorry, I'm drinking a lot of coffee. Next is Johns Hopkins. It's a private university located in Baltimore, Maryland, which encourages research and the advancement of individual scholars who by their excellence will advance the sciences they pursue and the society where they dwell. And I'm just reading this off of the mission statement that they have online. They also talk about distinguished professors mentoring students in the arts and music, humanities, social and natural sciences, engineering, international studies, education, business, and other health professions. So they're not only just a pre-med track school, they also serve other specializations such as engineering, the computer sciences, international studies. So you could also look into that school if you ever want to apply for something else other than pre-medical studies. And those same faculty members who will be your mentors, with their colleagues at the university, you're also going to be going into the Applied Physics Laboratory. And that lab has become the nation's leader in federal research and development funding every year since 1979. So it's pretty cool to see such a huge institution be able to become a leader in research. And especially if you're in the pre-med track and you also want to be a researcher. I know epidemiology, COVID-19 and the virus, they all go hand in hand, and a lot of researchers are involved with developing the vaccines. So if that's something that you're interested in, then maybe you can go check out the best research facilities in the country, such as this one, and you can go ahead research that more and see if you want to apply. Pre-health at the university encompasses pre-med and other health-related pre-professional tracks. You could go into dentistry, pharmacy, physician's assistant, optometry, public health, etc. Pre-health students utilize pre-professional advising and life design lab in order to explore different spheres of healthcare and also attain access to facilities such as the School of Public Health and the School of Medicine. So they have two different buildings or two different factions where you can go into. So you could go into the School of Public Health, which is something that I'm pretty passionate about. That's something if you want to get involved with public policy and you want to advocate for rights in your community regarding health detriments and such, you can have more voice if you go into public health. In the School of Medicine, you would have to go to lectures, you would have to go to practicals, and you would have to do a lot of memorization and take the MCAT and get into med school and all that. So that's a specialization that Johns Hopkins has as an institution. And moving on to majors that you can apply to at Johns Hopkins, it would be you go for behavioral biology, like general biology, biomedical engineering, biophysics, computer science, etc. The Johns Hopkins Department of Biology offers a rigorous undergraduate program. So you could either get like a BA or BS degree, along with a 5-year program, which leads to a combined like bachelor's, master's degree. I know that there are a lot of like BSMD programs in high school. Like you could graduate high school, then go into a BSMD program where you would have an accelerated route, completing all your pre-med courses. So if that's something that you want to research, you can go ahead and do that. You could also tell that they're really invested in the schools of public health and medicine. So you can go ahead and research that institution if that feels right for you. And course overviews are shown below as per their website for attaining a BA degree. And then here's the overview of maintaining a BS degree. You can pause whenever you want to check out those two requirements. And all the resources are linked under the heading Johns Hopkins in the description below. And take a break. Moving on to Stanford University. Stanford University is located in Stanford, California. It opened in 1891 with over 2,000 faculty members and over 15,000 students. There are 7 schools on their campus, which includes business, earth energy, environmental science, education, engineering, humanities and sciences, law and medicine. Stanford strives to work towards a sustainable future, accelerate the impact of its research with its external partners, catalyze discoveries about themselves and the world, and educating students as global citizens. So definitely an institution that makes a global impact and wants their students to become leaders in whatever schools that they're attending there at Stanford. Medicine majors at Stanford include anthropology, bioengineering, biology, biomedical computation, community health and prevention research, honors in the arts, human biology, laboratory, animal science, etc. And the general biology major, for example, is designed for students who would want a broad-based biology curriculum. This major starts with an introductory course in biology taken in their freshman year. And as you approach sophomore and junior year, students will take 5 or 6 of what they call bio foundation courses. And students can also add honors classes, but they must apply and meet requirements for the honors program. You must maintain a 3.0 GPA within the major in order to graduate. There are course requirements when applying to the bio major, and make sure to look it over by pausing the video and clicking the link in the description under the Stanford headline for the actual list, so you can scroll over yourself and see in detail what kind of requirements they have for the major. Now let's move on to community colleges, because four-year universities and other higher education institutions may not be as affordable. I'll specifically highlight LACCD, or Los Angeles Community College District. This will be beneficial for anyone trying to complete primitive general ed classes or want to try to have some extra time to pay for tuition. Speaking of tuition, if you want to calculate what your tuition may look like if you're attending a college, type in net price calculator onto your search browser and the college you want to apply to see the financial aid and scholarship page. Here's one of UCLA. You can input all of your family household data and all of your tax return info, etc. If you don't have that, don't worry. You could just fill in what you have, and then it'll give you an estimate based on the information that you inputted into the calculator. And it's really useful to see what you might be paying for if you go to a four-year institution, seeing if it's affordable for you, seeing if you need to take up a couple of jobs to pay for it, etc. And community college is always a good option to finish those general ed classes, and always good to go to their transfer program for UCs if you want to transfer to UCs and etc. And I'll get more into that later. So speaking of LACCD, Los Angeles Harbor College actually has a great nursing program. Its associate degree nursing program is ranked number 5 for 2021 as one of like the top ranked nursing schools in the state, and has been accredited by ACEN Accreditation Commission since 1997. The associate degree registered nursing program, and I'm just reading this off like the website and all, at LAHC has been successfully educating and preparing students to become registered nurses since 1963. Their goal is to educate a diverse body of students to become safe, competent, and caring registered nurses in an environment of academic and clinical excellence and support. The nursing program has a strong college and community support and National Council licensure examination, NCLEX pass rates which exceed national benchmarks. The mission of the Los Angeles Harbor College Associate Degree Nursing Program is to educate and prepare a diverse body of students to obtain the necessary knowledge, skills, and attitudes, continuously improve the safety and quality of their individual performance and of the healthcare system. The nursing program values accountability, commitment, student diversity, personal and program integrity, lifelong learning, professionalism, and high academic standards with preparation for a seamless transfer into university degree programs. So if you apply to this program, you would also be in contact with the counselor who will help you transfer all your credits within the classes that you're taking to four-year institutions. Majors involved in physical and natural sciences, and more information can be provided upon visiting their website and found in the link in the description under LAHC nursing program. And you could take a look at the required course load below here, and all links will be in the description below. I know only 5 schools were highlighted, but also in addition to the schools mentioned, there are tons of institutions out there that are more specifically adhering to what you want for your academic experience. These are just a few of the ones I've come across and thinking about applying to, but please research institutions based on your personal choice. Only settle for what you want and not what others prefer you should do. And again, all resources are linked under the institution's name and are in the description of the video. Share this with friends, and I'll see you in the next video. How do I record? Oh my God.